It's that highway, no map, no plan, knuckles wide on the bars, engines roar like a band. Spam in his pocket, grease on his hands, wind in his face, no one understands. Dean the motor,
Oh, Robert. Good morning. I think you're the only one here in the chat that. Oh, no, there's Bob. That isn't up on the panel here already. Oh. Here you out there doing critters that try to lead onto you, Bob. What's in the blood, man? You got to know. Acquiring minds here. Here we go. How you doing? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Woo! Have you
Good
seen
morning.
Dave since you've been on? You haven't. Looky here.
Oh, yeah, no, I did say that.
Did you already?
The huge over-the-top size mug from.
I'm a little kid, you know. I got to show off my toys when I get them. I'm just so excited to get somebody's channel merch. You know, I've always wanted to help and support when I can do stuff like that. And Frog's a jewel, man. He's so cool, and so is Lolly, and
they are
everybody is. I just, you know, they participate on the show a lot and everything. So I just
look. They both are not in really. Look, they're not in the corporate world. Put it this way.
Yeah.
And then they're not making the corporate bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a way for them. This is a way for them to put a little, you know, flour and bread and butter on the table.
Yeah.
You know, a few poultry eggs and a bit of butter.
Amen.
You know, to put a bit of food on the table for them, and that's good. Good morning, time to go. Yes.
Yeah. And our
chasing ghost, dear Tara, on her lowrider S. I think she rides a lowrider S.
She got two, I believe.
Well, there you go. Keep on trucking.
Yeah, huh?
Keep on trucking.
How you doing, Sick? Everything going good?
Yeah, I got a coffee.
Yeah. Mine is so hot.
Do you guys in America have a thing called Milo?
Milo.
Ovaltine. It's like a chocolate malty.
Oh yeah,
drink.
Ovaltine.
Yeah, so I'll have that while you have your coffee, because it's the sleep one. The one I have, it puts you to sleep.
I wonder what that's like. Put in your coffee, like Ovaltine or Quick, you know, even Quick that you put in with your milk.
It's
chocolate
sugar. It's just sugar. It's sugar. It's just sugar. Just sugar. Absolute sugar.
Yeah, I'll get addicted to that if I try and do it. I put cream in here, big, heavy, fat whipping cream, and coffee. Salty Badger, good morning.
Morning, Salty.
Oh,
good morning, Robert. And how are the chickens going?
Picture side again? Yeah.
That's
here. Try to be careful because I'm holding the coffee over the laptop, and you know,
the last thing you need is
some extra
coffee,
extra lubrication in the keyboard.
There you go. Perhaps their next line of merchandise may well be the frog that Rod B painted for Frog in the indigenous Australian indigenous motif, which is the
quite happy with it. I'm
quite happy. Big words. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Thanks for supporting.
Proud. Landon, good morning. I have a copy cup in his checkout. What do they call it, in the checkout box or whatever? I have been wanting to, just like I couldn't do it yet, but that's probably next on my list. Getting one from Landon. It's from Idaho.
Idaho. The state of the great potato.
The potato. Yeah.
The potato.
What was Mac talking about? Eggs were too expensive and they're going to make potatoes for the Easter egg kids, or something about the small boiling potatoes and painting them.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Ovaltine. There you go.
Yeah, Ovaltine. Yeah. Ovaltine. I think Ovaltine is actually English. I could be wrong. And I think Milo,
You hear that?
I'm not 100%. Milo is a brand of tea around here. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good morning, Kyle. Thank
morning,
you.
Time. Morning, Carney.
And your laptop can take a coffee break. Yeah, that's exactly what was about to happen. Like, oh, you want to see inside? And I'll be that guy, you know? Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What a laptop's about $800 now. So, you know,
okay.
Yeah, don't do it. You know, dude, none of us really have the money for that.
Yeah.
I had a splurge when I first started because I knew I needed a lot of memory and I knew I was going to always use the laptop. So I knew, and I spent a lot of money on a used Mac.
Yeah, okay.
The one you have now is used? That one?
Yeah, it's refurbished.
Oh, yeah.
It's refurbished. It was about a year old. It's got 1 terabyte. New, it was like $5,000, and I got it for like $3,000.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay. So because of the amount of RAM on it.
Yeah.
RAM.
RAM is great, but you got to have a processor though too. Like everything has to coincide, you know, just like an engine and everything. So that thing has got to be super built.
It has the best processor it had at the time and all that other crap. I made sure of it. I'm like, listen, I'm not spending money on something that I'm not going to use.
Yeah, old Mac has got some super computers too, man. If you ever seen his setup, it's insane.
Oh yeah,
he's got the real, you know, the PC towers, and he's got liquid cooled, you know, whatever in it. Took a trip. There you did. Took a little trip, man. What'd you do? Did you hit a button? Were you playing around?
You know, I'm brushing the dog hair off the laptop.
Yeah, and you did a swipe.
And I did a swipe. I'm like, uh-oh.
You swiper, you.
Swiper.
I
was like, what do I do?
You ready to be from Florida? Won't be long, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Good to see you, Carney. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I hope things are going fantastic your way, man. Let's see. We have good spuds here. Yeah, we've got good spuds in here, don't we?
Hey.
So potato. Not everybody has that kind of potato.
No, they don't. But
it's okay. No, it don't matter.
The Milwaukee 8 engine will not go potato.
No, they won't. Not even my twin cam. I mean, you can do that. They say it kind of hurts something about their oil or whatever when you tune them like that. But like the old shovel heads and whatever down the line, you can tune them so low that they just like it's going to stop. It's going to cut off, but it don't. You know,
it doesn't. Just keeps ticking over. Well, the Evo and the shovel heads. They were the
maybe the Evo too. I don't know if the Evo did that. It could.
Oh yeah, with a carburetor. I mean, everything.
True. Yeah, with a carb at least.
Yeah, so everything now is
fuel infected.
Fuel infected. It's it. Fuel infected.
Good morning, Randy. Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, I have got no idea who's in the chat.
Yeah. You don't get to see it. There's got to be a button that shows you.
But I can see. I can, but then I'm always
miss your screen size.
Yeah. So, good morning, Robert. Morning, Dave. Actually, go to tend the chickens yesterday. Jess just left me for the MSF class.
Her motorcycle. She's getting taking the course.
Okay, good. Yeah, look, there's one thing, Robert, that you can't put a price on, and that's the unit of the two motorcycles. There is something about the biker and his chick on the back of the bike. Yes, it's but mate, when you're both riding your own bikes, it is for most of us bikers, it is our nirvana. When your partner, but when your partner is riding a bike, and it is heaven. So support her, Which I know you do, Rob. I mean, I'm just shooting the breeze here, man.
Oh yeah, no, in general, not even directed at like even myself or whoever else has experienced that, because I loved that the first time I had my Harley, and then had the, my new girlfriend on the back, and you love them so much, and you're out there, you're just feeling like $1,000,000, and then they talk about getting their own, and I realize what you're talking about. I'm like, oh, don't take that away from my ego. That's about me.
No,
I'm
man.
selfish, like that. And then you get to call yourself out on it, and you go like, yeah, well, who could deprive somebody else of really having some fun, And if it's their passion, that's great for them to do.
It gives them so much independence.
Yeah.
They're not reliant on the man.
Yeah, exactly.
They're reliant on them. And
self-reliant.
Mind you,
well,
my girlfriends who I've had in the very, very distant past had their own bikes, and they often rode around with me for a little while, then rode off down the road another way. It's just how it is.
Good morning,
and
Jim.
I can only give them the freedom to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of fun, every stop we make, and especially if you're with a few people, we're talking about this. You got people coming out of stores or rolling down the window saying, man, I used to have a bike like that. And, and you're getting relationships with people you don't even know, and you're talking because you have the common bond. And like, that's got to be an attraction for anybody, whether you're the lady that happens to be on the back of the bike and wants to do that, I'm just saying that's the motivation. I'm sure it's a cool thing,
Anyway, we're all I'm not going to say rooting for you. We're all supporting you.
Oh yeah, Rob.
Rob.
He's going to school, going to have a good time, man.
Yeah.
Imagine that first ride you get to go out on, and I couldn't wait. I was riding before I had the damn. We didn't even have a course. I just had to go to DMV, make about 5 right turns and go around the whole DMV. And I had a super stretched out chopper for my very first on the road motorcycle. It was super long, a 77 Sportster, had a girder front end, no front brake. Okay. I wasn't taking that to DMV to try to ride correctly. So I used my friend's Hawk, a Honda Hawk. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with either. This is what, 89, 90, and I did those whatever I was supposed to do, got my license, and I was good to go, and then somewhere, of course, after the accident, and I didn't have I just quit putting the M on my license, so I had to redo the class again in 2012 or 13, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually did the college course thing, I was like, I was glad to do it because you had some neat things that they make you do it, like through an obstacle course, and being able to brake within a certain distance and do the dodge, and so it was fun.
So I'm an 80s license recipient in the 1980s. Yeah. So we had none of the same things that they have today.
No.
We had less motorcyclists on the road. In fact, Western Australia was nowhere near the amount of people.
Sterling.
It was. Yeah, I get you, Rob. I mean, you'll love it, mate, and same with you, Sterling. Just a point of housekeeping with Sterling. Sterling thought that I meant to come and immigrate to Australia, although that's a wonderful idea. No, Sterling, this mining company will fly you anywhere in the world to work 4 weeks on, fly you back home again 4 weeks for 2 weeks, and then you work 4 weeks on again after your 2-week break. You don't have to sell your beloved ranch in Reno, Nevada. But the idea of
out there,
the little townhouse in Brisbane or Perth certainly appealed to him. Anyway, you bugger, you rattled me with that video the other day, and I thought, instead of saying, "Oh, poor bugger," here I'll offer us a solution or a consideration rather than, I wanted to do something.
having options and being offered, that's thoughtful, and you got choices, so it's just something different, But
Well, I
yeah,
think
Randy rides. I was just gonna what he says he can't stand passengers, especially now that he has a sport bike back on the tiny seat. I've had that R1 for like 3 or 4 years, and nobody. Well, I had a girl who was ready to brave it and get on and go. I don't know what happened. We never did it. But I've never had nobody on the back of a sport bike, and they're up so much higher than you and top heavy. That's got to be hard to handle. And sport bikes aren't low to the ground either. So you better really have your stuff together to do that. Anyway, I just wanted to comment on that with you, Rob.
Morning, Lori.
Randy,
I don't know Laurie. So hello, Laurie. My name's Dave. I'm an Australian, as you can tell by the accent.
Yeah.
There you go.
Laurie Hartman. Good.
Morning. She's got this, Robert.
Yeah.
She's old. She's a country girl, mate. She'll be fine. She'll be fine until her first little accident. Brown. Yes, Brown.
And I'd like to be rural, go after you get your license, and because to get thrown out to the dogs in a freaking like where I am here, metropolitan area, basically.
Oh no, dangerous.
It is so much.
I like your analogy thrown to the dogs.
Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly what it's like riding in traffic. People are so selfish here in Perth and Western Australia. Yeah, and no doubt, same with you in America. Just selfish. It's all about me, and I want to get there. Stuff you. Yes. Mythical rider. There you are. Yeah, Landon. That's what they had at ours too at the college. Those little Hondas, and they barely ran, and they'd try to shut off, so it made you even struggle harder to feather a clutch and do things like they wanted you to pass when the damn things didn't even hardly run, really. But is what it is. The video had to be premiered again this afternoon.
Yeah,
it was raw. It was definitely raw.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I watched it in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Look, I'm really glad that you have the courage to show, your face, warts and all. We love the warts.
I felt everything in that.
Okay,
I was right there with you, and that's all I can say. Yeah, I don't want to.
I didn't mean to emancipate.
The wrong platform. Oh, okay.
Came on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that too. That we're going to find out.
I had no idea. You had me fooled.
That's great.
There you go, Rob. Are you going, Rob? Rob's neighbor's a good guy.
Yes. Carrie. We got to practice because I like to know the real name when I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll never get it with my dyslexia and everything. I'll just say he'll be Rob's neighbor forever. It's like seared into my skull.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing some live streaming too, so be on the lookout and join in with him. He runs a nice live. Just started doing lives too. Doing the fancy stuff. 2 cameras, background music, trying to do everything, and chat. And he's very interactive. Doesn't leave you hanging.
Rob, you should go get a picture outside of Folsom Prison.
That video has what we got.
I was down here. Where'd you go?
15 broken home drops in 6 hours coming up. Okay. Follow up. Yeah. I know.
Anyway, I know that Sterling was very impressed with the triple trailers. We've got trucking here in Australia. Yeah. Just is nothing like America. We've got some really heavy duty stuff here in Australia. Which it certainly makes the men. And
do you have like long ass stretches of like nobody, like as your population, just so when you went from west to east or whatever, of such long open roads and nobody, like it's desolate at times, and when you do have population, it's usually around major areas for whatever reason.
Ports.
Or is that my illusion?
No, it's not. It's not an illusion. The reason for that is logistics. So ports for the sea, because we in Australia practically all live on the fringe of Australia, on the coast, because the inland is just too inhospitable. It's dry. It has no water.
Yeah.
What's the point? Farmers
try to pump everything out into the middle, like 400 miles. You got 3 people out there, electricity and whatever else, sewer and whole works to live like a human being. It's not feasible. So it's more around.
If we were a third world country like India, there would be people living there.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, all the waste from the
back road cities,
all the city waste would be pumped straight into the middle of Australia, and there'd be a lush farming opportunities.
Nice.
But we only have a population of 27 million people here. We are a tiny little colony.
Yeah.
is what we are. We're a tiny little country. But there's still many things to be had in the but like you were saying, yes, there's long stretches. So when I leave Perth, we've got another 500 k's to a major town called Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie is very world famous. Gold, legal prostitution. There's a few other things.
Yeah.
Kalgoorlie's sort of famous. And then you've got, after Kalgoorlie, you've got basically 14, let's say 2,000 miles before the next big infrastructure city, and then there's another, then you're starting to get into the eastern states, where there's much more population. I think where I live, I'm in the most isolated city in the world. Perth is the most isolated city in the world.
Wow.
I think
make a great video title, just saying.
Yeah.
Most isolated, Mm-hmm. And then what?
And Sterling would have driven past 27.
I just was saying, you
drove past the entire.
Had a slow day, did you? You were counting. Oh. 2-4. Good morning.
It should be
afternoon. Ray Moto out in the yard doing work. Damn.
You guys, it must be
Jim Reynolds. Good to see you. Go ahead.
Must be springtime now.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been. It started about a week or two ago. Everybody with their mowers and cleaning up and getting that first cut in, and getting twigs and leaves and whatever else up off the ground. So I got some of that done. I usually just mow over everything and mulch it, other than the big sticks. I'll pick those up.
Yeah.
I need to start doing a burn video, out in the back, so I don't get bored. It's like everything to be alive, nowadays. You don't want to be alone out in the garage working, or you like that stuff, serenity, you can do that. But I like having a live on there and taking you guys out. If I'm doing fairings or an oil change, for me is a big deal. It's not like for everybody, but I've doing oil changes my whole life on cars, like it's no big deal. But when you're doing your motorcycle, you got a different responsibility, and I don't know, I just find it really, really fun to do and challenging, and you feel good after you've done something good for being responsible with your equipment, It's more than equipment. It's like a family member, really. Like, I'm going to go out and change the diaper on the kid here,
Unless you're like me and leaves the sump plug on the bench when he's put the new oil in.
But I'd rather do that myself than get it back from a dealership or somebody else that left it, because that's happened to me. Left the gear dipstick for the gearbox just sitting on top, and I kept seeing, I wasn't smart enough at the time, kept seeing drips and stuff. I got a mild leak I might need to get fixed. That's all I thought. By the time it got caught, it was half empty. The gears have already had the damage done, etc. So, yeah, I was like, yeah,
G'day,
I'm
Connie.
gonna do
Yeah.
stuff myself, because then if I
Mm.
am, it's my own damn fault,
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing that old Mac's younger sister comes into our
Yes.
show.
How you doing,
So
Connie?
welcome, Connie. We
Friends. Cheers.
we are glad and treasured for your presence.
Woo.
Yes. Ooh, Davo. Treasured for your presence.
Have to do a bit of what whipper stripping?
Yeah.
Now that's interesting. What is that?
Yeah. So that's a weed whacker.
Oh, see?
Yeah, weed whacker.
I learned something. I don't know how long I'll retain the memory of that if it's said again, but I did learn a whipper stripping. A brush hog, whatever.
Brush hog or a weed whacker.
Weed whacker.
Lady.
Good morning, Red.
Yeah, good morning, Red. She joined. She was so good to me the other morning, Red Lady. She was sort of holding my hand as we sort of watched Sterling go through the ultimate depression.
I know, man.
It was so hard to watch, because we had this sort of false illusion that Sterling is such a a buoyant, nothing can dent him. The guy just you take sleep away from him and he just crumbles. So I get it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
I get it.
Yep,
it was good to watch.
It's a healthy thing, man.
It's a healthy thing.
And also, thanks for reaching out to us. Thanks for sharing. Feeling confident enough to.
Well, that's what you teach others, and the ultimate thing. You don't have to be in, because the egomaniac man will suffer and diminish eventually and be left, but you got somebody to humble and willing to be real and do things like that. That's what gets taught without actually telling somebody. You're witnessing it, you see it, and like you can receive that for yourself sometimes easier than, because nobody's going to tell you shit, especially if you're an egomaniac. You're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know I should. Yeah, but
probably the very reason why I was so compelled to do something rather than just say, "Oh, poor guy," I mean, which is what a lot of people would have thought, in the general viewing sausage factory that's YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Here, consider this. If you're prepared to work in 4-week shifts, there's an option here in Australia to work 4-week shifts.
Yeah.
And replace deers with kangaroos.
Oh yeah. Get kangaroo guard on.
Yeah, get your big.
Do they actually put them on their trucks too, like they do over here?
Yeah, of course they do. With little, they've got little whistles.
Don't want to hit little Joey.
Yeah, well, little Joey. It's part of the culling process.
Yeah.
They are just
little Joey goes to school.
They're in plague proportions, really.
Yeah.
So big rabbits, we call them.
Yeah, they're kind of like that. Looks like an overgrown rat and all those things. If you look at those things, those animals all have a lot of similarities, from mice and rats and gerbils and rabbits, and then even to the bigger like kangaroos, the way their eyes and face and just everything, their bodies just may be a little bit different, but yeah.
Mind you, we haven't got the same sort of wildlife as Africa.
Like rodents.
Yeah.
They probably look at us as rodents.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all them same sizes, a little different here and there. Look at the big one over there.
It's like Asians looking at Caucasians. Oh, you all look same. Oh, you all look same.
That is it. That is it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Well, it's 10 o'clock here, guys, and I know I will see you tomorrow morning for your Saturday night live.
Okay, yeah, that'll be tonight.
Yep. I'll have a bit of a sleep and try and not
Go get rested up, Dave, man. Thanks and you sound so good, by the way. Did you notice how Dave is sounding fantastic? Usually we have a little struggle hearing and understanding him or having some, I know, Yeah. Anyway,
it's
it's a miracle, man. So it's a pleasure.
It's so much better, Dave.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Sterling will never sell his VW, mate. That's his.
I know. I was like, where did that come from? Is he just looking around and trying to pull a leg, or did he actually say it? Because I don't think.
Good luck, Ray. I think good luck, Ray. Yeah.
You got a better chance of I don't know what with that.
Yeah. All right, my beautiful. Right. How do we do it?
Yeah.
There you go,
bro.
Much love to you guys. See you guys.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. And that was that.
Nice.
Great to see Dave. Yeah, I came in here this morning and turned on my stuff, and Dave was already here sitting and waiting, all patient and stuff. So, and then you came in, and then we started the show. That's how it works, in case y'all don't know. Some of you had never been on the live.
I came in, he was backstage. He was frozen.
Oh, yeah.
I was starting to talk to him. I was like, Dave. Yeah. I'm like, Dave.
You know, he did that was same thing happened to me. And I was like, Dave, when he was on Frozen, came in. I came in later. I was like, I bet you were practicing your acting skills. Like, how long can I act this way? And watch what kind of things these two yo-yos will try to say to me. For his own, because he didn't break silent. He didn't break character. It's like, gosh, dang.
He didn't break character at all.
No character, man. There's not even a blooper here. He literally was, but
frozen.
I wouldn't put it past him, is what I was saying.
Great, bro. And then I'm like, you're frozen, aren't you, Dave? And then I left. I'm like, I left the studio.
Hey, I'm gonna go get some coffee. If you decide to talk, I'll be back later.
I'm like, maybe Dave will wake up.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little too much. You had a little too much medical. What do you call it? Medical treatment? Hit you hard?
Man, that was great.
When the medical treatment kicks in.
Good time.
You see Ray's big arse in that little car. Yeah. Oh, good morning, AU.
AU.
And now every time I say AU, I feel like it's a northern thing. AU, hey. When he's trying to abbreviate his name, American Uncensored, I can't never get that out of my head now. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm veered like that. That's what happens. You grew up in Minnesota. You grow up weird. No offense to anybody else who's in Minnesota out there. Like, who's the other? Rob, Shadow Rob. I think he's from Minnesota, eh? Up north. Oh. So I sent out good Lord, how many invites did I send out to come up here and visit? Like about 50. And we just got us 2. I'm just saying. Send you an invite. Come up. Huh? Is everybody that busy? It's okay. I just say that because I don't like being up here alone, and now I'm alone. Sick even left me. That's okay. Do you hear me in the background, Sick? I can hear him trying to that's eavesdropping. Don't do that. Oh, Minnesota. Yeah, you got it, Rob. You know how to enunciate that in text. That's impressive. Yeah. Sorry, son is asleep in next room trying to be quiet. I'll try to whisper just in case. I bet you have headphones on. I don't know. Maybe. Whoo. Let's get the guitar. Oh, yeah. That'll chase everybody out. Lordy. Every day.
After the live, I'm bathing the dogs.
Yep.
That's
which one?
All of them.
All of dogs.
Dogs.
Gotta add the S.
Yeah, we're gonna go large, medium, and then small. We're gonna do Leia first. Leia first, and then we're gonna do Jade, and then we're gonna do Bella.
Do they like bath time?
No,
nobody does.
They're not a fan. They stand there and they look at you with these sad eyes, like, "What are you doing to me
again?" Really?
Yeah, I'm
offended.
I'm like, do you see the black filth coming off your body?
No.
I'm like, look down, look at the water. We'll see what color that is.
I'm good. That's normal.
Sleep in bed with me. That's disgusting.
I like it that way.
I was like, and you smell.
Yeah. That's
you
what
know,
you
I'm
think.
like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, and then you roll in the dirt and you wonder why I don't want to let you outside.
Yeah.
Because then I walk out, I sneak outside and I see you. You're laying down on your side, on your back, and doing the grubby thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just bathed you like 3 days ago, yo. because after like 2 days, you stop watching them.
Yeah.
Because I usually let them out and I'm like, come back inside. Come back inside. You know, don't go lay down. Don't go anywhere. Just come inside.
Yeah.
And then by the second day of them being bathed, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and you know, after you bathe them, right? Like, is that what you were just saying? The first thing I want to do, we get outside, we're going to do extra rolls in the dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so I can come back in just like I was. There you go. See, I told you not to bathe me.
That's
why I'm my way now.
I refuse to let them out as soon as because when they get a bath, they stay inside for like
a day. That's probably what they're connecting with it. You know, like, guess we're gonna have to hold it for 24 hours.
Because as it is, they're trying. Like, we dry them off and everything, but they're like rubbing on everything. They're and that's just inside,
itching and all that.
You know, they're trying to like whatever. But
appreciative afterwards. Yeah, we'll see.
Hate getting baths.
It's a dog's life, happy and free. Yeah, the studio is pretty cool. Kym, you talking about the one that you're seeing, or the one I'm seeing here in front of me on my desk? I did get some neat setups done. I finally found a little V tray that's like this here, so that my soundboard can sit at an angle and be like right up at me, and I can see everything, and that's really cool. I like that little things you can do. I found the Velcro I needed to put it on the little legs to strap. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'd love to have us.
None of the cords are bent weird or anything.
Well, I still got messy cords up here, but they're all back there. Doesn't matter. But it's not in my way. And I don't have the one that was bending like I was showing you where I plug my headphones in. It's kind of an odd spot. But yeah.
Ray's unboxing a new cornhole set.
I'm unboxing a new oh wow. I wouldn't mind having that here at the house. I know Mr. B's makes those. He's trying to make a business out of that stuff. Yeah. And he does custom painting for him. I think you can get do your own box for like $200-300, whatever it is, and you put it together, build your own whatever, and then you can paint them and cost you a couple $100 more.
That's awesome.
Up to $300-400-500 for a set, but you'll have your own stuff on it. So, and built to last. Have a sticker board in corporate. Yeah, that'd be neat to do. Have cornholes and put all your moto stickers, and stuff on there.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of neat. And lacquer over them. Well, you'd have to have them all first, and then lacquer over them so they don't get beat up. Because tell them what the cornhole set is. You want to know what a cornhole? Let me see if I can find one here. So you got the comments from.
Yeah.
Here on, I think I'm all caught up. I think I got a set of Mr. B's. I'll show you what they look like here.
You're caught up.
Oh. Do I have them? There they are. Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I got to do a screen share now.
I immediately knew that the ones that I was looking at were not Mr. B's cornhole set. I was like, that is not Mr. B's.
Here we go.
These are airbrushed and everything. And
so these are the tops of the cornhole, like an aerial view. And this hole here, this is like your landing strip. And you throw a bean bag, just like horseshoes. Think of horseshoes. And it will slide up, and you get points if it just lays there. You get like extra points if it goes in the hole. and you take turns throwing like what 3 to 5 bean bags. I don't remember how many is in the game, but whatever. You get the concept. And
4 each or 3 each or something.
It might be more. I don't remember.
That's a good question. To be honest,
I forget.
You'd have to Google that one. Somebody's in the chat's going to Google it.
Yeah.
Somebody Google that. I don't feel like Googling it.
No, but basically that's the deal. Yeah. So that ain't my damn job.
Oh, man.
I'm up here to yammer. Let's see. Did Frog just have a new video out? He did.
I'm going to try sitting in the kitchen. My back's killing me.
Yeah. I got Frog everything else. Got my Frog mug. Might as well look at a Frog video real quick. Look at that. Tennessee Ride, number 4, because I just liked it. So I know I hadn't watched it, and I think it's new. Let's see a little smidge of it here. Oh, that looks nice. You want one from Mr. B in the future? Yeah, man. I'm going to catch up here on some. Oh, you never know, Crystal. I'm going to turn the volume down just a smidge on that so I don't feel like I need to yell over top of it. But this is Frogzilla's latest. Here's a great cornholio. Yeah, some Beavis and Butthead time. It's an outdoor game. Yeah. Yeah, that's important to say. It's outdoor. Don't set this up in your living room now, okay?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, don't set this up in your living room.
Gifted by a sub, yeah. They're amazingly done. Yeah, all handmade, airbrushed. You know, he takes the time to
design
cut out all the stencils. Yeah, design it like sick of saying. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Sorry, girl. I heard that and then I forgot it. See, I got chats going. I got a screen share going.
You want me to do the comments, Moto?
And I know I was just saying,
you have a lot
you
going
know,
on.
that's what I was going to say. You know, I'm going to screw up. Yeah, those are nice. Oh, those are real nice. That is neat. Should I?
That's pretty funny, Con.
I think I'll just do it this way. If y'all can see. Hold on.
It's easier.
Yeah, it'll be fast. Let me get the
Let me get the comment down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if it'll focus better. But as you can see the wood grain right through the whitewash and the white stripes.
Yeah.
Why won't it focus?
Looks
struggling.
Good. Yeah, a little bit.
It's okay. But yeah. Oh, they're beautiful. I'll get a better picture of it here. I'm just going to put it up to the drive. Sometimes it just takes so long to get over there and it doesn't refresh. And I sit around and look for 5 minutes. And where's my picture that I just told it to go there? That destination, it still ain't there. It's my headache.
Kime says he always learns something new here. That's pretty funny. That's great, Kime.
Dude, me too. I'm forever. What did I learn about the stripper thing? What you call it? See, I can't even remember the name. I think if I hear it again, I'd know.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
What stripper thing?
You know, the brush hog, the weed whacker. It's what they call a.
We used to call them whips.
Yeah.
Forget the whip.
We'll see what this one is. Oh, what is this? I had a. There it is. It came in. It came in. Now we're gonna see what the difference is when we present a picture to you.
To 21. Okay.
How much nicer? What is this one? Is this an old one? Okay, that's the video.
Yeah, lawn darts.
Could be faster, but I'm slow. There we go. I'm doing a lot of clicking back here.
I'm doing a lot of clicking over here. No worries.
Nicer that is to look. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, to look at compared to my phone, now you can see everything, the details.
Whipper stripper. Oh.
Yeah. That's a whole different technique than like what you saw in Mr. B's. They're both beautiful. I love them. Very nice. Very nice. What else? I heard my phone again, so let's see. I can't be ignoring this.
You're getting blown up during your show. Everyone text Moto when he has a lot. Okay, everybody start blowing him up.
I want you to do that so that I can share your stuff, because that's the only way you all out in the chat when you want to show us something, and so we understand more of what's going on. Please do. Mythical Lolly does it all the time. We do it. She got me on the which works really well, especially if you got my email, the Google chats, because then I can just put everything up right there. I don't even have to download the picture. I just pop it up, go to that page, and boom. Ray says he's on a ride today. Ray Gregory is out riding. Does that surprise anybody?
No.
Because Ray Gregory rides. That's what he do.
He needs to sugar more.
That's what he do. Hey.
I can't wait till his insurance. He needs to get on that pump. That pump will change his life.
Yeah. And when you send me pictures, that's when Sick is quick to get on the comments. Okay, takes over. That's how we run so smoothly. Like we don't.
Yeah, we try. Sometimes we're out of whack. Though. Sometimes we got good days and bad days too.
Yeah, I know. It's our fantasy, but I mean that's what we do.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, we're a hoot. Makes it easier for sure. It does. It does.
You know, when you say that, bro, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of Bob Weir, because Bob Weir from TED, would always says it's a hoot, and he uses that terminology all the time. Ever since he was a young dude, like he joined the Dead when he was. Well, they weren't the Dead; they were the Warlocks.
Yeah.
When he was 16, so like he said a hoot, and they have T-shirts with that on it with his face on it that says "Give a hoot," you know, let's have a hoot, you know, or whatever, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that last board I showed you, the American Cornhole board from that was from Ray Moto, by the way. I should have mentioned that. And also they were gifted by a subscriber. So yeah. Send lots of love out to your peeps. You never know. You get gifted a nice freaking set of cornhole boards. That's really awesome, man. That's a nice gratitude. Definitely. She's doing a good job.
Appreciate that.
Good job with your channel. Yeah, thank you, Kime. You know, at least we're giving it the effort to try to do that. And that's the nice thing about StreamYard. You get to have a team member, and you can pay for more, but we don't need more. We'd just be monkeying around in here with four of us stomping on each other all the time. You get the comments. No, I'll get the comments. Could you imagine four of us trying to not get the comments?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. We stop touching you.
Let's go to the zoo today. Would you all like, hey kids, let's go to the zoo. Sick and Dean are at it again.
Want to go to the zoo today?
Go ahead, feed one of them, see what happens. Yeah, I told you you'd get bit. See?
Told not to do that.
Where'd you salt? He said driving down. You were getting a new truck too. I saw that earlier, and I didn't know. Picking up a truck for yourself to fix. We'll see. It says driving down 8 Mile through some less desirable areas of Detroit on the way to the dealer, to this dealer. Not that kind of car dealership. On the way to the dealer down in Detroit. Detroit has different types of dealerships.
I bet.
Take it. The Motor City Madman. Every time I think of Detroit, I think of Ted Nugent. It's the Wango T Tango. 1, 2, 3, 4. I loved that stuff when I was a kid. You feed everyone with, that's what I meant. Yeah, you know it. Thank you, Lolly. Cornholing sounds like it should be. I don't know those.
Yeah, what is
No.
that?
Sifu. Not
Something.
my imagination isn't even on point. But I'm glad, whatever it is, I'm glad you abbreviated it because it's probably was abbreviated for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like, you gotta. I mean, we're old, Ghost. Come on, man.
Every other word kind of actually spell out. I don't know. She's laughing, I'm sure.
She is. I'm sure she's laughing at us.
Who doesn't know that?
Why does Ray know what that stands for?
I know. He's poking it in and twisting it a little bit, saying
twisting it.
Ooh, wow. Thanks, Ray. That was nice. Good morning, Quick Shoe.
What is it, Robert? Come on.
Not safe for work.
NSF.
Is that what that is? Like, hello, everybody knows that.
Holy shit.
I should have known that. And I'm not going to remember it tomorrow either. So if you want to really test, throw this up again in the morning. See if we've made any progress.
It's so nice sitting in the kitchen. My back is not killing me.
Oh yeah, you are got a little different background going on, Sick. That's crazy, man. Yeah. You know, I can't believe you've been doing that. I didn't know you were hunched like that the whole time. That's terrible to do. I do that every day at my work, you know.
And listen, I got stuff underneath the laptop.
Yeah.
I got those two. I got
the throne.
And I got I sit on those two pillows.
That's so nice. Yeah, that's not good. No support there for all that time.
No.
I was thinking about bringing my lazy boy down here for some shits and giggles, you know, and throw it back here and just lay on there and kick back, you know. Have everything kind of zoomed in and like, no, dude.
Thank God.
But I did think about it. Thank you, Chasing Ghosts. That was funny.
That was funny, yes.
Yeah, just give us some. Let them guess this one.
Come on, we're old, man. I don't know what
this one
stands for.
Was out in the swamp cutting down a tree for firewood. You're doing man stuff, man. I got a chainsaw.
Yeah,
be careful. I might go fire it up.
I used to have a lot of chainsaws.
Fire that up on the chainsaw on the live stream. That'd be pretty neat. Go down and just cut a tree for fun.
A lot of weed whackers, a lot of blowers, a lot of lawnmowers,
equipment,
a lot of rakes, a lot of everything.
Mm-hmm. Pooper scoopers. Let's go around the neighborhood and scoop.
Yep.
Scoop out from what all the neighborhood dogs do dropping. Most people are pretty good and pick them up. Once in a while, I find a pile in my yard. I'm like, that's so rude.
Oh boy. There'll be a quiz.
There'll be a quiz, whipper stripper, and see, you already taken notes, Lolly. That's scary.
Are you allowed to take notes? Are we allowed to jot stuff down on paper?
We should have did that last night during all that. What you can't camp without was the Rainy Rider live that we were on, and like I hadn't camped for so long, and I was first hit up. I was like,
dude, you know,
I said I didn't study for the test. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what else to say. Like,
you know what I wanted to say immediately.
Who am I? What do I do? What's about? Well, I'm a motovlogger. I'm a father. I'm this, I'm that. But I like, who are you really? That doesn't really describe who you are. I mean, it could in a sense, but so you got 20 minutes? We'll have to talk about.
I'm a basket case.
And then who I think I am and who I really am could be two different things. Just don't talk about cornholing with
any relatives,
at least not close ones. Well, you know, from the 80s, we all should know cornholio. We had Beavis and Buttheads in our lives to tell us what the cornholio was. That's a different cornhole. We got one of those old-timey tractor rakes. Yeah. What's that? A tractor rake. You talking when you actually hook up and pull behind a tractor? I would assume. Watch, when you assume things what happens, you clearly make a jackass out of yourself. I need a jackass sound. Oh, did I say that out loud? I need the sound of a donkey. I need a donkey. I found some new sounds.
Donkey.
I'm excited to use them at some point, but I don't know which button is for which sound because I'm not smart enough to make notes like this one is. That's the laugh, or that's the. Let's see. We're gonna take a risk. I'm gonna hit a random sound effect. So be careful, you guys. Oh, I did that one for old Mac. Could you hear it? Yeah. Was it a train? Did you? Yeah.
I like that.
I got one. It's kind of inappropriate, but get over it.
Ooh, nice.
Whoops.
Had some
here's
beans.
Another one. I don't know what I'll use them for. Oh.
Ooh. Hey.
That's aggressive, huh? Oh, hold on.
Spank me.
Nice.
Harder.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay. One more here. I think I got one more. Hold on. I don't know.
And Debbie Downer said,
yeah. See, that's perfect. That's perfect. Not a book quiz either. No, on the spot verbal in front of everybody. Would you like to do that in front of the whole class?
The whole class, please.
Well,
class,
please.
Well,
okay. It's had over 200 ticks on me. Gosh, yeah. Who else had a tick? Fob was talking about a tick, and he killed the tick with his. There's Ray Moto. You out doing the yard work still? The yard work.
I'm working. Hey,
yeah.
bud.
We get some nature.
Look at how beautiful it is. Get everything cleaned up, and
look at
I'm not dirty anyway, so. But I like to,
Yeah.
That looks nice.
All the sides of the, I go through and make sure everything's.
Shit, yeah.
Nothing's around the corners of the house or going down through the house and all that stuff. And
spick and span.
Yeah. I like a good clean yard. I don't like toys or anything in my yard. I don't like, having anything like that.
I need to hear that stuff because there's no reason for me not to do the same with my yard.
Well, even when the kids was little, man, I made them pick it up as soon as I got done playing. And everyone's like, why don't you just let them leave it there? I'm like, because then I'll look like I've got a nasty junk yard and I don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get lazy sometimes. All depends. Some years I'm great with it. Other years I'm not. And I get less motivated for it the older I get. And
well, there's the fire pit we're building.
Yeah.
Just put the new rocks and
looks beautiful out there, man.
Brand new fire pit we bought.
Safety. What's that? Is that concrete?
No, it's rocks. Big gravel.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. No, it's just big rock we're doing. We're going to get some more and go wider or bigger. And then we're going to do some chairs or benches or something.
Yeah, man. Nice serene spot to motivate you to get outside and enjoy nature.
The fireplace, we just got in a couple of days back. It's pretty neat. We had to put it together, of course.
Oh, dear.
I don't know if you can see it. That sun's blinding me. So.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Looks good.
But it's got racks. You can even grill on it if you want. But I've got a big Blackstone, so I don't need to grill on this unless I want to put something, or let the kids, do marshmallows or something. I don't know. Drop a whole turkey on it or whatever.
Heck yeah. Possibilities are endless out there.
I just like the fire, do a fire in those good cool nights. And
yeah, man.
I don't
Are we looking forward to hoodies and whatever already? Like we looking forward to fall? Can we skip summer?
No.
I know, I'm just kidding, but
we do this through the summer too. We do it all. We love the outdoors.
Yeah. Do you get cooler at night up in the mountains then at times?
Yeah.
Not always, but
just depends on the humidity and stuff. Like usually up here, like last night, it was probably, I don't know, in the 50s, I guess.
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow is supposed to be 80. So
Awesome.
I would say the nighttime would probably be down mid to high 50s, maybe. So
Dang, we were close
until it gets summer. And then summer, it'll be probably 65 through the night at times,
That's doable. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Wow. 85 today. I didn't know I was going to have a day like that today. That's pretty cool. 74 right now.
Anybody still
85?
got one of these old antennas?
Oh, man. I haven't seen one for no.
I bet your old Mac has.
Yeah. You need that out there in the country, though, I'm sure.
He's big.
Yeah,
with
it helps with the Wi-Fi pickups and actually, the truth, it helps with the lightning, the storms.
Yeah.
Because
it's that, not
it's
you.
pretty considered as like a lightning rod now,
Yeah.
So it's.
What'd you say there? My fire pit is
well
in your videos. Yeah. Hey, Crystal, I was going to say we should have a tractor video if you ever get one of what you're talking about. You can send me a link and we can display the old John Deere. What you got there, Ray?
Yeah, she's going to restore it or something, she was saying.
Yeah. So we're getting thunderstorms today. Oh, well, they're kind of exciting once in a while. I like a storm every now and then, not when I got plans, but since we have an old antenna on the house, Mythical Rider has one similar, I guess, Ray. Oh.
I still got an old thing called a woodshed. You know what a woodshed is? It's got that's where I keep the bikes under the port there,
when you're a kid, that's the spot you don't want to take the walk with Dad too. The woodshed. We're going to the woodshed. What you got?
87 today.
Ooh. Yeah, about what we're.
But we're gonna do a big Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
we always have a nice clean yard, anyways.
Shit, yeah,
this is the yard. All these woods are mine back there, all the way to the bypass.
Nice. Looking nice, Ray.
This front, nice,
Yeah.
Front.
Oh, let's see the bike.
Yeah, it's right there.
Did we? Yeah.
I can't turn this damn camera around.
Do a little walk around.
It's got pollen on it, so.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Well,
yeah. Sometimes
I don't care if anybody sees my sticker.
No,
it's handicapped, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm handicapped.
Nice.
It ain't the best looking bike. Reminds you, it's an 07.
Dude, it's a great bike. That's
Ultra
a great
classic.
bike.
There's a few things I've done to it. I've got all LEDs, and what I've done was I took all these big floodlights, off.
Yeah.
And I just took them down to the single headlight, and I've got the aftermarket S&S air cleaner, intake, all that on it.
That's hot.
But I took that off. You can't see it, but there's just pollen floating everywhere.
Oh,
I can see it everywhere.
She's still thick out there.
And I was just going to strip it down to like a street light. Now I've got a tour pack and all that for the back, and it's man. But I keep it off when the old lady or the kid's not riding. So. But I took all those headlights out, took them all off except for one main headlight. Well, I'm a kind of rider. I'm in the mountains, and I may be at nighttime not getting home till midnight or later. You know what I mean? And that one headlight, even on bright, even LED, just wasn't enough. And I was like, man, I don't care what the front looks like. I'm tired of worrying about how my bike looks, if it looks fancy and up to date and all that crap. So I went back and bought more actually got new LEDs from a company that sent them to me.
Yeah.
And I installed them because I like the big floodlights. I like being able to see in the ditch on both sides of the road at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to see that. So
we always had our yard lights out in the country.
That's basically the only thing I kept on the bike originally that was like that ain't been kind of stripped down.
Right.
I bought a chopped tour pack.
Yeah.
The CB, all that big tour pack, that's gone and thrown away. Gone. You know what I mean? I don't need all that stuff. So, I mean, that's basically,
Wailing Stone.
I mean, but I put them Screaming Eagles, the slip-ons on the other day. So they sound good. I've got to keep running another gas tank because I put my tune on it I got a tuner and go on. And so I got to run it through and make sure the tune's all right. So put a new O2 sensor in it. Got that done. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So,
I'm working on it, buddy. Like I said, I got to run another tank through it, and hopefully the tune, because it's working itself the way hopefully it should.
yeah. Salty says Raymoto's got the bike going again.
There's a few other things
Was
I
it not going?
do to it, but nothing major. Like
Or
I've
just winterized?
do what?
Well, I said, was it not going at one time? Then I was thinking, I guess because
had
it was winter.
My front
And
O2 sensor was down.
Yeah.
My exhaust had a
okay.
leak or hole in it. It was leaking exhaust, so I had
Yeah.
to fix it, put new rings or whatever at the header, at the top of the head on the motor, the seals, the
Yeah.
had to have all that done and stuff. So, I just had some issues with it,
Mhm.
with the O2 sensors. And it wasn't that it wasn't running. It was when I was coming to the stop sign,
Yeah.
going down a gear and down, it would go slow and it would die. And then I ran the diagnostics or whatever on it.
Mm.
And it was like, you got a front O2 sensor out and all that. So,
How was that? How was that getting that O2? Did you have to soak the hell out of it to get it out, or
No.
no? Pretty easy. Well, we got one to do on a car. Tomorrow on my daughter's car. So those can be fun.
Yeah, I'm not a mechanic, so I let my mechanic guy do it.
Yeah,
But he's messed with my bike before and took the exhaust off and all that stuff. So there's no real issue there. Now there is a few other things I need to do. Not like need, you know what I mean? Like I want to do.
Yeah.
Just to kind of stabilize it more for more travel,
Salty wants to know if you got the 2-in-1 on it.
No, I just went ahead and went with some slip-ons. I had a issue with ordering the S&S 2-in-1.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted. I wanted the S&S 2-in-1. I was just going to go with that. And my mechanic, I guess he heard me wrong. So he did some extra or some work that I didn't ask him to do.
Yeah.
We kind of had not really words, but I was like, dude, you didn't even do what I asked you to do. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I found these slip-ons. They're pre-owned, but they've only been used. I mean, they're brand new. It's still in the box, the original box and everything. And I got them cheaper and spending, $1,500. I spent $200.
Oh yeah.
So I thought, you know what? I'm not trying to do a performance bike. I'm not trying to ride wheelies and none of that shit. I'll just throw the slip-ons on. And I'll ride because I enjoy riding.
Your ego will cost you money if you go with your ego because you're like,
ride.
that's really what do you need, Slip-ons will be fine.
Well, I just like to ride. I don't care to try to do 110 on the interstate. I don't care to try to pass everybody.
That's a good
do burnouts. I don't
good mindset. It really is.
Well, I'm just not that kind of rider, man.
That's why it's hard for me to work with ride with the group because I'm easily influenced. If they're on the hot foot, man, I'm on there with them.
Well, everybody wants to haul ass or do stuff like that. And I'm like, see, this is why I'm solo because I can stop where I want. I can ride as fast as I want. Now, if I get on the interstate and the speed limit's 70 on our interstate, I'll do 80, 85.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing 110 though.
No.
I'm not putting my life in danger over somebody else.
Or somebody else's,
and I'm not saying ignorance, but if that's what they want to do and they want to go that fast,
amen.
That's them putting that's their choice and that's their responsibility for themselves, not me. And I don't like to be chased. And when I say that, I mean I don't like anybody behind me trying, pushing me faster than I want to go. You know what I mean, or whatever.
It'll kind of get that way.
I know how to ride, and I like to ride the way I do. And if someone says, "Oh, you're slow," why? Because I'm doing 65 and a 50. 55, you know what I mean? Okay, I don't have to do 80 and a 50. You know what I mean?
You don't need those friends to ride with. Let it do that to you. Say that anyway. I mean, poking some fun is okay, but
but I enjoy my mountains that I live in. I ride the crap out of them. And when I get on the sporty though, shoot, man, I tear those curves. I love those curves on the sports.
It's a good,
and it's real light. It's only 500 pounds, so it's
good mindset to have.
You gotta really know your roads.
So before I get off here, Ray, do you have anything coming up soon, like live stream wise or video wise, you'd like to talk about? Tonight at what time? Let us. Is this your live stream, or are you going to be with John, or what?
On yours.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't.
What didn't you ask me to?
Oh, 100%. I just
Okay.
meant you ones for your channel, ones that you do. That
I don't like to push my stuff much, but just
no, I'm just
Tuesday and
asking.
Thursday morning.
We like to be reminded, like, damn, I wish I would have known, because
Tuesday and
YouTube didn't
Thursday
get me, but
mornings.
we're here on, yeah.
We do, me and John, we do the early show. Mine on my channel, it's Tuesday and Thursday morning.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Yep.
Hang on a minute.
Okay. Well, I know you got like a
no Cadillac converters around here.
Sundays is a rabbit hole night too, right?
Do what?
I said Sunday is a rabbit hole night too, right?
Yes, but I won't be on there Sunday night.
No.
John and Coy will be doing just kind of an open mic.
Yeah.
Live because
yep.
I got Easter going on with family and everybody's
Fair
going to be
enough.
here, especially tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to make it. So I think they're just going to do like a fun live, I don't think it'll be any topic driven or anything like that on the Unchained down the rabbit hole.
That's just fine. Open hole. Open mic. Got an open mic on the rabbit hole night. I like that. Yeah, I hear a bike rolling out there. So I'm just throwing some random links out there. Y'all
yeah, thank you. I mean, and like
everybody.
I said, I'll be on Tuesday and Thursday mornings early, 7 o'clock. Central time. Eastern will be 8 o'clock. So
I've been trying to
John will be over on John's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So.
Adjust my sleep so I can do that. Now I've been getting up at 3, 4 in the morning because I go into bed earlier, instead of later. So then I have to sleep twice in a night. You gotta. Yeah. So it's taken me a while, but hopefully I'll get there.
Yeah, that routine. You get in that routine, and it just
comes
natural.
I need to.
I usually go to bed early, but last night I was up late. I was up till like midnight or past midnight. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up later than I usually am. I think I was up to about 11:30 or something. I don't know, but.
Yeah, you watched the ball game, huh? What do they got? The minor, major leagues? What's going on out there?
Oh, with the kiddos?
No, the ball games. You're watching ball games, baseball. I thought you were watching baseball, Raymoto.
No.
The other night.
What baseball? No, my daughter's.
Ball game. Okay, you said you were watching a ball game.
Yeah, my kids. Yeah.
Okay, see.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I
watch
thought
baseball.
you was an
That's
avid baseball. Okay,
that's actually slower than golf.
Yeah, it's terrible. I can't do it.
Baseball is actually slower than golf.
Yeah, I like golf watching on TV. It's just so beautiful. The scenery's great.
Yeah, I love
it's cool to watch. I used to watch it all the time. I haven't in years. I don't watch on a regular TV. So
now we have all the streaming apps.
Yep, same here.
All right, I appreciate you letting me on. I'll let you.
Oh, dude, see you tonight, man. Freaking fantastic.
Sick,
Thank you so much.
See you, man. Yeah.
All right,
tonight, Ray.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Bye.
Awesome. Bye. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, man, that was great to have a visit from Raymoto.
Yeah,
a good dude. Oh, so yeah, I tried to get a few links out there for you guys to check out or whatever. But the most of us that hang out here and in the chats, and you can drop your own links if you don't have a wrench and you want one. I haven't checked on that in a while. Everybody that comes in is more than welcome to a wrench. I think I see wrenches on everybody so far. Did you get one?
Do you not?
What's the new lady's? Miller Crystal. Did I? I think I did. Yep, she's got one. Yeah. So I just don't pay attention all the time. It's a lot to do up here sometimes, and I'm not skilled. we wing it, so nothing official. But I got to go to work. I think this has got a redirect on it for the live at 7:30 tonight. If you want to come by and say hi, I'm sure Sick will be here. Maybe a few others. Ray, Dave might come back. I don't know. I send invites to anybody. Anybody new would like to get on the community. It's a community live. It's for. I got up to 10 people. We can get on there. It's a little bit chaotic, but I don't care. We get to meet each other. We get to learn something about each other, and we get to practice being polite and letting somebody else talk. If that's possible, it's weird, but Do something new. Come up here. If you haven't been on the live before, we'll get you a link that you can do it. That's the whole purpose of the community live, is to meet and greet and support and see who you are and make a better bond. And that's just all it is. So I know you get the gist of it. I just was enjoying explaining myself, hearing myself talk. Sick, take over.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even, I just felt like I was, a little conservative last night, just quiet. Like I didn't want to, I didn't want, like everyone else was talking, and I wanted them to talk. I was
it's like going to somebody's house for the first time.
Exactly.
You're going to be on your P's and Q's. You're going to, hey, I'm not just going to go into your fridge. Okay, I don't,
Yeah, I'm not drinking out of the gallon of milk in the fridge.
Yeah, not using your bathroom. Wait to go. Yeah, but that's okay. That's how we get to learn and know somebody. So
it was cool though. It was fun. It was different.
I thank Rainey just for considering having us there.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be great, Lolly.
When I say I'm going hiking in the woods, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's no wonder. I go like 500 feet in the woods, 1,000 feet in the woods, and that's it. I'm not going hiking in the woods.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a safety break.
Safety meeting.
Safety meeting, and same thing with like when he asked me that what's the first thing you can't
Yeah, you went straight for the.
I know what it is.
I'm gonna look out for the poison ivy. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man,
it's at the right leafage. All right, you guys, love you all. Thanks for hanging out and having a great time with us. Hope you all had some fun. I did.
Yeah.
And see you tonight if you can come by, and we'll figure out more fun things to do. Hopefully, take care.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So thank you everyone for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just we'll love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out, have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.